Hold on tight. We coming right up. The Storm Warning Show, BKS1 Radio. Oh, it's going to be hot tonight. We talking about a lot of things. We definitely going in on that whole Cat Williams thing and a whole lot more. Keep it locked right now. Click that share button. It's about to go down. The Storm Warning Show is coming up with your boy DJ Storm, known the General, and Hurricane Kiss.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
You. What's good? You know where you at? The official Storm Warning Show. We are in the building. We are in the building. It is another Thursday night. Let's clap it up for that. Yes. It's going down tonight because we're going to talk about some things. Some people may get upset. Some people may get mad. But we don't care. We really don't care. All right, because it's definitely going down tonight. We're going to talk about a lot that's been going on all over. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. But first and foremost, I got to introduce my partner, my favorite Puerto Rican. You already know. Hurricane. Kiss.
We got reverb tonight. Okay. Hello.
Yes,
hola familia, how are you guys?
Yes,
Happy
my
New
favorite
Year,
Puerto Rican.
Happy New Year. I'm still missing maracas, but okay. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna do the norm. Does the norm? Hey, okay, come on.
My favorite Puerto Rican. Y'all already know. Let's clap it up for her. Hurricane Kiss, 1/3 of the R&B group Allure. Salute, peace and blessings.
Shout out to my sisters, Lana,
Yes.
And to my left, the man who makes it all happen, 100 grand, 11 years. 11 years. Damn, we old, son.
Yo, 11 years.
11 years is crazy. I don't want to get no lipstick on you, but that's crazy.
11 years.
11 years,
wow.
man.
Wow.
DJ Storm, known the general, El Chocolatito,
Salute,
the man who
peace
makes
and
it all
blessings.
happen.
Peace and blessings. Got to clap it up for that.
Yes,
Shout out to everybody joining in and on the check-in. No matter what platform you are on, we are on Twitch. We are on Facebook, YouTube. The link is in the post in case something acts funky on Facebook or whatever. We all over. Shout out to everybody. Peace and blessings.
Shout out to Greg in the house.
11 years. Yes. The secret room.
In the secret room.
Yeah, he in the secret room. Look. See, we're going to show him. He's in the secret room right here. He got the red cup.
Oh, look at you, Greg.
Show that red cup.
Come on, Greg.
He ain't telling nobody what's in that red cup, though.
Cheers.
But he's in the building. Shout out to y'all. And listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now, because y'all going to want to call in and chime in on some things. We're going to talk about a range of things, a plethora of things. Clap it up for plethora.
Clap it up for plethora. The vocabulary in the house.
Pat me on the back. All right.
Encyclopedia Brown over here.
Listen. So we about to go in. We're going to talk about some things.
Yes.
Shout out to Monica Green. Shout out to Maryland. Oh, my people's Maryland is in the building. Shout out to Elder Jason Hawks. Everybody. Shout out to Tina Thomas Perez. Yes, I said plethora, Tina. Plethora. Yes. So let's talk about some things. We're gonna go in from light to hard. You know we are going in on the whole, I call it the Cat Williams effect. Because what he said is probably going to affect a lot of different situations. It's going to affect a lot of different people. So I call it tonight the Cat Williams effect.
Yes.
Now, when we get to the relationship portion, we are talking about when the user doesn't like to be used. When the user does not like to be used. All right, so we're going to be talking about that tonight. But again, shout out to everybody on the check-in. You on the Storm Warning Show. And listen, take the time right now and click that share button. Just take your finger right now. Wherever it says share, click the share button. Share it out. We're going to have some fun tonight. But we're going to keep it 100. And I'm going to give y'all the phone number right now in case y'all actually want to call in and be heard on the show. Yes. All right. The phone number is 646-233-1302. Again, that's 646-233-1302. 13. There you go.
For all our bilinguals out there. We know we got them.
Yo, she still be confusing me with that. Cause I'm going to get it right, though. Because, you know, I know limited Spanish.
You know numbers.
What I used to say, though?
Que tengas un bien día. What is it? Un bien final de la semana? What was it?
Que tenga un buen fin de semana. That's all I know.
That's all he knows.
When I used to try to kick it to my Latina ladies.
What you know? Psst, mira.
Te quiero mucho, bonita cosa.
Say what now?
Te quiero mucho, bonita cosa.
Te quiero mucho. Te quiero.
Te quiero.
Te quiero.
Te quiero.
Te quiero.
Te quiero.
Te. Not te. Te. Quiero.
Bonita cosa.
Bonita cosa? So you calling somebody a pretty thing?
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
That's what.
We're going to work on that.
So what you trying to say?
I'm trying to say your Spanish is hella broken. I know what you're trying to say. Yeah. I know what you're trying to say, but.
You suck. Whatever. Let's get to the show.
We're going to work on that.
Let's get to the show. All right. First thing I want to discuss, right? I want to go right into this thing. So I'm turning on the news the other day, right? I'm turning on the news. I think this was yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I see a judge about to lay down a sentence, heavy sentence, right? On this dude or whatever. And he said, I'm not having it.
Yo.
Dude basically said, hell no to the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no. Hell, you are not going to give me that amount of years.
He did more than say hell no.
Yeah, this is what he did. Let's talk about this because I want to know where the hell is the bailiff, the security, the cops, everything like that. They couldn't really stop him because I heard he got some licks in. She's in the hospital. Yeah, let's watch the clip. Let's watch the clip right now.
I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history. In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court...
Stop. Don't do this. Hey, where's Mary Kate? Is she okay? Hey. Hey, can you fucking radio somebody? Give me out the fucking radio somebody.
Oh, shame, man. Awesome.
Oh my gosh, dude. This fucking skin's gonna go. Come on, buddy. Call 911. Hey, where's Mary?
Ay.
I mean, it's more than that. He probably just pissed off about his
All
sentence, but like,
all right.
dude.
Listen. That was crazy. But I gotta say this though, real talk, because all I saw was a female. I get it, she's a judge and how we feel about the system and all of that, but there was too many damn men in that courtroom.
Yeah.
For a dude to get off so many licks. Mm-hmm. It was too many daggone men in that courtroom. There was a lot of men. You saw when they panned to the rest of the courtroom, there's a lot of dudes up in there. So I don't know what his sentence was about to be.
Yeah, I didn't hear what it was.
But he was being charged. He was in there for assault.
Really?
He got locked up for assault.
No.
So now, dude's gonna be in there for a minute.
He's gonna be in there for a minute, absolutely.
Yeah, you gonna be in there for a minute.
Christ.
You kind of made it worse for yourself. And
he did.
Listen, that's just crazy.
My God.
That's just crazy. Where's the protection? Let's read some comments. Yeah, I want to read some of y'all comments. Shout out to Councilman Elder Barry Good.
Hey, Barry.
Shout out to Monica, Denise, Marilyn. Marilyn said, "Where was this? And what the guy punching him all soft?
That was crazy.
That was crazy. Like, yeah, that was crazy. Oh my God, he leaped on her ass. He getting life.
Really
he getting life. Tina said the people's elbow. Yeah, wow. He hit her with the Bobby Boucher. Yo, Tina, shout out. I love Tina.
That ain't right, Tina.
It's not funny. Not funny. I'm not laughing at the beatdown. And Marilyn said they all need to be fired. I agree with you.
For real. Because y'all had enough time to try to stop him from leaping over there.
Yo, Dee said crazy. Yo, it's bananas. That was bananas.
That makes no sense.
Because if you saw the leap, dude.
He did.
Yo, can we just show the leap again before we go on to the next? Could I just show the leap again?
Go ahead.
That was the leap of faith. I was like, whoa, wowzers. Hold up.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Let's let our secret room watch.
She saw him coming though. She was like, and tried to dodge.
Let's let our secret room watch this with us.
Oh my God.
All right, here we go. I just got to play this one more time. Just the leap. Jesus.
I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history. In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court...
Stop her. Oh, no, you're good, stop. Don't do this. Hey, where's Mary Kate? Is she okay? Hey. Hey, can you radio somebody? Give me out the fucking radio somebody.
New York.
Hold up. I just want to know, did you hear? Is she okay? Is she okay?
They were all very, very calm.
Yo, the amount of dudes in there, it's like it should have been de-escalated like that quick.
Yeah.
And so from what I heard, it's 2 of them that's in the hospital right now, and she's in bad condition.
My thing is like you
She's in bad
see
shape.
cases like this all the time when you have like fathers who are getting ready to attack somebody who killed their kids or raped their kids or whatever, and you see how fast they pounce on the parent or the person who's just, like trying to get it out. There was this white man who was like, oh, just give me 5 minutes with him in the room. They was like, no, we can't do that. He was like, oh, yeah, because I'm about, the minute he stepped off, they were all on him.
Right. Didi said, looks like she hit her head going down, and then he was kicking her. Yeah. Shit. And hold on. Monica said, I agree. There is usually about 2 or 3 officers right by the judge. Facts. Yeah.
And
Marilyn said, he said, F that. Yeah, and then Didi said, Superman, yo, he just crazy. Shout out to my man Righteous or Real in the building.
That's just insane. I'm sorry.
Listen.
That wasn't New York.
Prayers for a speedy recovery. All right. Let's move on real quick. Why you laughing?
I swear I'm not.
Why you laughing? All right.
It's you.
Prayers for a speedy recovery. Judge.
My God.
Power to the people. All right, moving on.
That's why I'm laughing.
Moving on. What the heck is up with this Stanley Cup craze? Y'all wilding over Stanley Cups. So, listen, when I kept hearing on the news, right, people was like, oh, the Stanley Cups, you got to get the Stanley Cup. I said, what the hell is a Stanley Cup?
Right.
So, can I borrow your cup for a
Yes.
quick second? So, I assume that it was like some type of NHL hockey. Because when I hear Stanley Cup, I'm thinking of hockey.
Right.
But my cousin told me earlier, he said, no, it don't have nothing to do with hockey or NHL. It's a company called Stanley that makes cups. But it's these cups that's supposed to keep things extremely warm.
Okay.
Supposed to keep it warm over a period of time or cold over a period of time. Yeah, so, something like this. It got the straw cup like this, whatever like that. And then people are wilding out. There were lines in Target for this cup, and I'm gonna show y'all. And then there was an attempted robbery to try to steal these cups, and they had to beat the man down. So I'm gonna show y'all this, but we got to talk about why are we obsessed with cups? So now it's funny because I was talking to my partner before the show, and he's like, "No, these cups are usually like what, $5, $10." He pulled up Temu, whatever, some cups like that. I said, "No, these cups are being sold for $30, but they're stealing them." A cup like that is being sold for $30, but they're stealing them now, and they're selling them for like $100 and $300. These simple cups. So here's the cups. Here's these cups right here.
I've seen those before,
right?
Yeah.
People going crazy over these cups. We need to find out why. And they're spending a massive amount of money on them, right? And let's just read a little bit of this, Kiss.
Okay. So it says Target decided to get an early head start on Valentine's Day 2024 with an exclusive line of Stanley Cups in the limited edition colors that caused chaos in Target stores. The 111-year-old Stanley brand reached major popularity in the last couple of years thanks to Instagram and TikTok influencers. Now it's reached an entirely new level with limited edition colors. You go over here.
Yo. Oh, no. You can start right there.
Okay.
So the Stanley Cup craze rage on as a new variety hit on the shelves, right?
Right.
So okay, so I'm gonna show y'all this first. Here is Target and people going for the cups at Target. the whole phenomenon over these cups. I don't understand.
The only cups that do that. There's cups everywhere, all
but
different lines, different brands.
People
that
are
do exactly
wilding
that.
over these cups. Now at Starbucks.
Because Allie has one similar to that. It's really big, but it's the same thing.
So at Starbucks, a joker jumped behind the counter and grabbed the box of the cups and tried to get out the store. This is what happened, people.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna show y'all what happened. Check it out.
Fucking loser.
Get him! Stupid! Get him! Stop him! Stop him! Stop him! Stop him! Yeah, stop him! I didn't touch him. Stop him! Stop her! Stop her! Somebody, she tried to grab my bag, you guys. Look at this, is insane. Look at this. He is insane. Look at this. Yeah. Good.
No. It's okay. We're gonna call law enforcement. They'll take care of it.
Wow, you guys. Look at that.
Wow.
It was the girl recording for me.
I'm sorry, that was the wrong one. Oh, my bad, that's the wrong one. Yo, over Stanley Cups.
It was the chick monetizing on her TikTok page for me.
Yeah. She was like, get him. Oh, I didn't touch him, but get him. Yo, is it really that deep?
It's really not.
Have we gone that far? Falling that far down, where we wilding out over these things right here.
That's ridiculous.
We are wilding out over these things right here. Jesus, let's read some comments.
Worth something later on, but even still,
let's read some comments from these beautiful people. Shout out to Tina. Tina said a woman's car blew up and caught fire. The cup was still standing,
and the
ice water still had ice in it.
Yo.
Damn. Monica Green said, I don't understand what is so special about this particular cup.
I'm with you, Monica.
Marilyn said, but they already have cups that do that, so I don't know what the big deal is either. Denise said, I thought the same thing, hockey. Yeah, I thought it was, Stanley Cup. That's hockey.
Marilyn said, $50 and up? Not.
And Tina tell you, I love Tina. Tina said, I cut a bitch over my Stanley Cup. It's official.
Wait, so do you actually own one, Tina? Is that what you said?
Tina, you own one? Call in, Tina. Listen, y'all call in. Phone line is open. I'm gonna give y'all the number right now to call in, because we're about to get into this Cat Williams thing. Call in 646-233-1302. Again, the number is 646-233-1302. 13. There you go. All right.
I thought you was going to
Storm Warning Show, BKS1 Radio. Y'all know what it is.
Yes.
And shout out to everybody, man, on the check-in, no matter what platform you are checking us out on. All right, let's go into the next thing. If there's not enough, let me see something. Tina says she has one, and I have one for a while. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to get me one when the price goes down.
Go on Temu and get it.
So does your cup do the same thing?
This one.
Does that stay warm for a while?
I don't think this one is the type. I think this is just for just whatever beverage you want to put in there.
Okay.
But I do have one, like a thermos kind of thing, and another cup similar that it keeps everything like cold for a very long time, like the ice stays cold, and the other one keeps everything hot like for hours.
All right.
Like crazy hours.
All right. Now listen, Cat Williams, before I even get into this, that's a whole show in itself. Yeah. But we're going to break down little pieces of that whole interview he did with Shannon Sharp.
Yes.
All right, but we're going to break down. But before that, how many people watch Raising Kanan? Raise your hand. Oh, hold on. Y'all can't see the secret room right quick. All right. How many people watch Raising Kanan? Raise your hand. Yo, I love the show. But, as you all know, we lost one of our favorite characters from the show, man. And it's like, rest in peace to Unique. Rest in peace to the brother, because he just got killed. He got killed off. I could talk about it now because mostly everybody that's human Seen it.
I guess I'm not human because I didn't see it yet, but I'll catch
If you're human and you breathe air,
damn, no, I'm okay.
you seen it. But yeah, rest in peace to the brother, man. That just hurt my. Hold on, I didn't did something wild. People.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Lord,
I'm
what's
sorry.
happening?
I'm sorry. You said how much it hurt my heart?
Yeah.
It hurt my heart. I didn't mess up the
Mess
system.
up the frequencies up in here.
Yeah, the frequencies went crazy. But here's my thing, right? It's like, do y'all think, I want to know, do y'all think that they killed him off? Do you think he's going to come back, or is he just dead? Here's my theory. I think he's gone. He's dead. He's dead. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I think they're almost ready for the next season to bring in the younger Ghost and the younger Tommy.
But that's what's his face in real life, Joey Badass, right?
Yes.
And he's been getting a lot of roles and stuff. So maybe that's the reason why. Maybe that's the sole reason why.
Yeah, he probably got some other roles or something like that. But
he can't
I think they're about to bring in the younger Ghost and the younger Tommy. And my prediction is that Rock, the one that Patina Miller that plays Raquel,
right?
She's gonna be mad at Boo gone, and she gonna know that his brother did it. And either Rock is gonna kill, what's the brother's name again? Ronnie. Damn. Either Rock is gonna kill Ronnie, or Kanan's gonna kill Ronnie. That's my prediction. That's my prediction for the fight.
That's what there's 9 episodes. I only watched like probably one. I suck right now.
Tina said she agreed.
She said my soul
and Tina
is
said, "Oh,
sad
he
over
dead."
it.
Tina said they're making room for Baby Ghost and Baby Tommy. Yeah. But that's my prediction that Rock or young Kanan, because he wants to kill Rock.
Right.
Ronnie wants to kill Rock. So I think he's gonna try to kill Rock, and Kanan gonna save Rock. But my prediction also for future episode is that we got to remember, in Power, Kanan, played by 50 Cent, he was extremely ruthless. Yeah. He killed Jukebox. We love Juke, but he killed the cop version of Juke.
Yeah.
So we got to ask ourselves, what made Kanan this ruthless? I think he's going to kill his mother, but I think he's going to kill his own mama, which puts him over the top. Yeah, Famous is gone.
I was feeling that last season, but
yeah,
I was
Famous is early. All right, so that's our Kanan talk. Let's go right into everything going on with Cat Williams. So this is in layers, people, because I'm gonna give y'all layers. Y'all know I do my research before I do a Storm Warning show, so I'm gonna give y'all layers, right? So first, he laid in the Kevin Hart, right? So he laid in the Kevin Hart. He laid into so many different people. We got to break this down.
Yeah.
Because my whole thing is, again, if you're just joining us, I'm calling this the Cat Williams effect, because my thing is, who's it going to affect? Because he dropped a lot of names. He told a lot of situations that happened. In the streets, you would be like, yo, you snitch. But in this world today, everybody that feels like they're a victim is exposing anything that happened to them. Right? So, and there's a lot of people praising Cat. There's a lot of people that's praising Cat for him being so honest and open during Shannon Sharp's interview. Now, when he got to Kevin Hart, and I'm going to play clips. I got clips for y'all. I'm going to play the clip. But y'all remember back when, if we go some years back, you remember when Kevin Hart came at Cat Williams and said his piece about Cat Williams. Right. So I'm going to take y'all back real quick before I go into Cat Williams. And remember, Kevin Hart said this.
Tracing where Cat Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Cat was in that position at one point.
You were the guy. Yeah. You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You fucked off promo shoots. You fucked off your promo fucking trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped fucking with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what, I gotta fix me, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stand up for comedy. So when you say Tiffany Haddish doesn't deserve or isn't really a comedian and these other women have worked hard, which they have. Shouts out to Melanie Camacho. Shouts out to Lunel. Shouts out to Leslie Jones, who are all underneath the umbrella of Cat Williams. Cat Williams, have you ever used your platform to fucking bring the people that were under you up? You haven't. So because you haven't, don't shit on those that now are. I've used my platform and I brought my guys and girls up. The brand of Kevin Hart is a brand that's expanded so far, whether you like me or not. My presence in comedy will forever be felt because I'm a fucking boss. The frustration where Cat Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood.
So
Hollywood.
Let's go right into it from there. I'm gonna go right into Kevin Hart. Now here's the thing. So Kevin just said some things that I agree with, right? But he also said some things I disagree with.
Right.
Because he brought people along with him. Cat Williams has done that. And Cat Williams has done some great things for other people. And the reason why I could say that, because my own personal friend that I roll with hard and that rolled with me with Fresh Finesse through the years and also went to school with me when I went down to Atlanta for the years, is now a thriving comedian, and also he's an actor too, Zooman Miller. Corey Zooman Miller, he's on Cat Williams' tour. So Cat Williams pulled him along on the tour. Also, Cat Williams put him in a movie. So, again, clap it up to Cat for that. So this is where I disagree with Kevin. Because Cat brings people along and he looks out for his people. Now, also, another person, shout out to my sis Talithia. Y'all know her as Pretty Ricky, right? Pretty Ricky. Shout out to sis. And that's fam too. That's BKS fam.
Yep,
He also
absolutely.
he pulled her in the ranks, put her on the tour as well, and brought her along. So I've seen personally some things that Cat Williams has done for people that I know, and also a good friend to the show, a good friend to BKS, and somebody I call Auntie, Melba Moore. Cat Williams has done things to help Melba Moore, and we'll talk about that. That's what I'm saying. We're going to dissect this thing and break it down in tonight's show.
So I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
I hope I'm not saying your name wrong. Cheryl, she said, is this Kevin Hart's response to the more recent interview, or was this like something
This was
older?
before.
This was before.
You caught it late. I said before this was before what
Before
Kevin
the
said
interview.
a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Now here's what Cat Williams recently said about Kevin Hart. All right. I'm gonna play the clip. Here's the clip.
Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. It's all right. For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk, that all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was. And acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard. But, yeah, it's interesting, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, again, Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you?
So basically, wow. So basically, there's this thing in Hollywood where they feel like that Hollywood, the ones that control Hollywood, would think black men are more funny and relevant when they play a woman and they put them in a dress or whatever like that. We've seen this for years, starting with Flip Wilson. I think who else? Huh?
Did Ben Vereen do that too?
Ben Vereen. I mean, we've seen with Wesley Snipes, but I'm talking about comedians.
Comedians, right.
Right? We seen Martin do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Martin did it.
Eddie.
Tyler Perry. You know, so
Yeah.
yeah, Grady on Sanford. So it's like they figure, like, you know, black men are extremely funny when you put them in a dress, whatever, like that. You know, so Cat Williams is taking it from a stance like that's emasculating the black man. But Caucasian comedians have done it as well. So we've seen a lot of white men in a dress as well, right? But he's basically calling out Kevin Hart because if you take a stance on something, right? So Cat Williams is basically, I don't want to put on no dress. There's certain things I just don't want to do. Now, if you you standing on your business, and that's the term we use in 2024. If he's standing on business, he said what he said, and that's what he don't want to do. But now, he's calling out people, and when I play this next clip, you're gonna be like, "Wow, did he really say that?" He's calling out certain people that are prominent figures and prominent people that we know in the industry. It's like, you only can put on a dress, basically. And I'm going to play this clip, but let me read some comments before I play this clip. Let's see. Tina said, it's different for white men. Yes, absolutely. No, I get it. And Tina said, they've all done it. And then Tiff said Jamie Foxx. And then Tiffany said, Cat was not beat with being emasculated. Facts. Norm not putting on a dress. I love the act, though. Listen, plays, movies, I love the act. I just can't do the dress.
That's a deal breaker.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a deal breaker for me. I just can't do the dress. And then Tiffany's talking to Tina, said exactly, black men get emasculated just for being black. The dress heightened it. Facts. So, yeah, there's a reason why we don't, want to do certain things, as black people. All right, but now when I play this next clip, hold on. Let me find it right now. So here's Cat going in on P. Diddy, right? So I'm gonna play this clip about P. Diddy, and then I'm gonna transition into Ricky Smiley and what he really said about that situation. But here's the clip on P. Diddy.
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Can I need another one? You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Come on.
Because early on you was accusing me of being...
Cat, man.
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no.
Yo, so, again, I want to know from y'all, is Cat Williams saying too much? Is he saying too much, or people just had enough, and as they mature in this industry, they just want to be like, look, this is what the hell goes on. This is what's going on, and this is what I seen.
I don't know. I think we're just in a really, really weird, like, space right now. You know what I mean? With people exposing everybody for whatever, and
it's not everybody's business.
It's not. But I feel like there's a reason.
Bring your mic. Bring your mic towards you.
I don't know if it's because of the fact that Cat really hasn't been doing too much, because I like Cat as a comedian. I think he's extremely funny. That's just my personal opinion. But he hasn't been doing a lot. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe something sparked the nerve for the conversation to be had, and that's why he feels like he has to say these things, or maybe he doesn't feel like he's getting enough credit. I don't know. But obviously somebody ruffled his feathers.
Okay, but to try to bring other people down for your personal stuff is wrong. I mean,
Well, yeah. I mean, I understand his standpoint when he was saying somebody stole his material. I can understand that. Right. But what you just said, that's
we're gonna get to that.
Different. Yeah.
All right, so let me run this next clip. So he's talking about, and let's read this real quick. He's talking about Ricky Smiley, Let's read this real quick.
Ricky Smiley says his kids are hurting over recent comments made by Cat Williams. It hurts our family members.
All right. So this is what Ricky Smiley is saying. Now, here's the clip. I'm going to play these clips, right? So this is Cat Williams talking about Ricky Smiley and some others.
Everybody was Cat Williams, and don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steve and Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your contract, Cat?
That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
So that's why
everybody was Cat Williams, and don't nobody know who he is.
That's some shit.
Wow.
Some shit to drink too much of that.
Wow. Yeah, he's drinking a lot of that yak. He's drinking a lot of that yak. But what they say, a drunk man speak a sober mind.
True that.
So you
That's crazy.
agree?
What?
You agree that Tyler Perry can't play a man to save his life? Because I've seen Tyler Perry and
Alex
Leo
Cross, he did good.
Yeah.
Alex Cross, he did good. Good Deeds, what was it called? Good Deeds?
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Don't look up.
Huh?
Don't look up.
Don't Look Up.
When
Facts.
he played Melrose in all of his Medea things when he was the
here's
nephew.
my thing, right? Here's my thing. And I get it. We want to be like, yo, Cat Williams is going. I get it.
Because we could say that, but a lot of us laugh at it still.
I'm rocking with Cat on some things. But my whole thing is like, why are you telling all this?
Mm-hmm.
This is all I'm saying.
That's
like,
what I'm trying to figure out.
Why are you telling all of this? I mean, like, what did Tyler didn't come at you? He didn't come at you.
But that's
Ricky didn't come at you.
Well, so we know. Unless it was just a thing where he felt like maybe he should have been included in certain projects and he wasn't, and now that's like the animosity coming out. I don't know. I'm just assuming just like everybody else is.
Okay.
Because how many of us could talk about Tyler Perry being in a dress, but a lot of us, I'm saying as, humans have paid tickets to go see these plays.
Right.
And went to every movie and we laugh at him and think that he's funny, but then have, other opinions about it entirely. So who knows?
Tiffany said he is exposing who others glorify. Well, yeah, no.
And Tina said he's better as Medea, and that's facts.
All right. So when Ricky Smiley heard this, he had some things to say. So listen to the audio because I just got audio of Ricky Smiley. Once he heard this, here's the audio. Here's the audio.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the way that made my kids feel, and that's why I'm not gonna, go after him because he has kids and family members and nieces and nephews also, and it hurts our family members and people that do love us when we say hurtful things about each other. So we want to wish Cat Williams the best or whatever. It ain't nothing but love over here just because we don't agree. Arnez J and I had beef for about 20 years, and I end up sitting next to him on a plane. And when I saw him, I couldn't do nothing but grab him and hug him. And we text each other all day on Christmas Day. It feel like we trying to make up for lost time. Two talented people that actually love each other. And Special K Cat Williams got some comedy dates. I don't like the way that made my kids feel. And that's why I'm not gonna, go after him because he has kids and family members and nieces and nephews.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, Ricky went for the kids. Like, yo, I didn't like the way that made my kids feel and all that. I mean, what you feel about that? Yeah, you got that face.
He went Republican on him.
Yeah, because my whole thing is like, we ain't ask about your kids. I asked how you feel. He wasn't speaking about your children. He's speaking about you. So how do you feel? Because at the end of the day, these are the same people who sit there and judge and talk about other artists and talk about other celebrities because I've heard it. We've even been the what's the word, the brunk of Ricky Smiley saying some stuff about us because that was his opinion. And as much as we value everybody's opinion, it was like, what we do to you. So I could sit here and say, well, what did I do to you? That hurt my kids' feelings and da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
It's not about my kids. It's about he addressed something that was directly towards you. So address it as a man and just say, this is how I felt. You bringing your kids into it to make it more of a situation to be like, oh, bendito. We're talking to you, bro. I'm just saying. If somebody sits on the, like, you've seen it. We've been attacked from all angles with different things. Yes. None of us ever came out and said, well, we didn't like how it made our kids feel. Because my daughter's sitting at home like, man, I don't give a hot damn. I know my mom and my aunties did da-da-da-da.
Right.
So my thing is stick to the script. And
stick to the
script and answer the damn question like a man. Because that's probably the reason why he said what he said. Like, the dress. Like, and I'm not trying to be funny. It's just like, answer the question. That's it.
Right.
Point blank, period.
And real quick, because we was talking about Kevin Hart and Cat Williams earlier. So when Cat just came with this recent interview with Shannon Sharp, this what Kevin had to say. This what Kevin just recently said.
Okay, so Kevin said, "Gotta get that anger up out of you, champ. It's honestly sad. In the meantime, please enjoy my movie trailer to my next film, Lift, which will be dropping on Netflix in 8 days. There is a moment in the trailer where, what does that say? My glasses, y'all. I'm sorry. Gum Bathara?
Yeah.
Says they really love you. I now know she's talking about Cat. Mark your calendars, world. This one is special."
All right. Listen, I'm going to clap it up for that. Now, it's funny because where we about to go, trust me, it's going to get deep. It's about to get deep. And my whole thing is, Tina said his kids see him dressed up like an old woman, whatever, Ricky. And then Monica said, Ricky Smiley is not funny at all.
I think he made me laugh like one good time when he did Lil Darryl.
Tiff said, and not once did Ricky say Cat was lying. Wow, Tiff. Didn't think about that.
That part.
Tiffany said, I would never intentionally watch
Kevin Hart movie.
A Kevin Hart movie. He is not funny. Nah, I'm going to tell you right now. I got to tell you this right now. Because Kevin did a movie with Wesley Snipes, and it was on Netflix.
Oh, the series.
The series.
I forgot the name of it, but it was actually really good.
That's where you saw his range.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it 100.
That and Fatherhood.
That was good.
Yeah,
And
Fatherhood was good
too.
But he did the series. It was with Wesley Snipes, whatever. That's where you really saw Kevin Hart's range. So, and then his specials. Certain specials were funnier than others. I get that. There are people that say that about Cat Williams. I went to see Cat Williams personally because the opening act, shout out to Zoo Man, he invited us there, whatever, like that. He got us tickets and everything because he used to be in my rap group. He was one of the dancers and everything in my rap group, so he gave us all tickets that was in the group. And we came to see him in Atlantic City. Cat was cool. But the other comedians, Mark Curry was on that bill too. We're going to talk about Mark Curry. Mark Curry's on that bill too. Funny as hell. Like everybody was funny. Cat was good. He was great. But I'm just saying, it's always debatable who we think is funny.
Yeah.
Right. So if right now you had to do your top, I am going to give y'all top 5. I'm going to ask everybody in the chat to put your top 3. Top 3 comedians. What is your top 3 comedians of all time? What is your top 3?
Mine? Damn. Go to Greg.
Top 3.
Go to Greg.
First of all, I would have to say Richard Pryor.
Pull that mic towards you.
Richard Pryor for one. I mean, without a doubt.
That's a good question.
My man from Harlem Nights died real.
Robin Harris.
Robin Harris was hilarious.
Right. If he would have stayed around, he would have been phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And right now, we have to say Chappelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go Richard Pryor. Right? I'm going to have to go Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
And then I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to say Chappelle. Only because I said top 3. Now, if I said top 10,
oh, yeah.
Honestly,
be here all day.
Rock would be in that top 10. Chris Rock. I'm gonna tell you what female would be in that top 10, and she doesn't get a lot of credit. Some more would be in my top 10 of comedians. I'm gonna be honest with you. Cat Williams would not be in my top 10. I'm just being honest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because I know you put some of my people on, bruh. But you wouldn't be in my top 10. You funny. But you wouldn't be in my top 10.
All right.
What? Go ahead.
Not even in the top 10 though. So he's never.
In my top 10 comedians?
Because we just named 3, and I think I agree with you. Richard Pryor is always going to be one of
Rich,
the
Eddie Murphy,
and Dave Chappelle.
Rock. Tony Rock would be in my top 10.
I actually think Tony Rock is funnier than Chris. I think
Sandy said that too.
Chris comes from a different aspect to me. I think Chris is funny because he talks about real life ish, and he comes from it from that perspective.
Tony
and
Rock
it's funny.
Would
He talks
be my
about real
top
life
10.
shit, and it's funny. But I've laughed more at a Tony Rock show.
Samora would be in my top 10.
Samora's always been funny. And honestly, like Monique's last thing, I turned it off after like 7 minutes.
Bernie Mac would be in my top 10.
Bernie Mac was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Cedric is funny, but
he wouldn't be in my top 10
for me.
He wouldn't be in my top 10.
Dang, I'm really trying to think.
But there are comedians that would be in my top 10. Let's just read. Shout out to Denise said Bernie Mac, rest in peace, Richard Pryor, and Eddie Murphy.
Like you think back to like Def Comedy Jam. When we used to have Def Comedy
Monique,
Jam.
I forgot Monique.
But Monique, she said Z's exactly. Yeah, because that last.
Tiff said Cedric is not funny. Monica said Cat would definitely be in her top 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's funny.
I think there's certain
Red
comedians
Fox.
that are only.
I forgot Red Fox. Yeah, I forgot. Monica said Red Fox, Richard Pryor, Chris Rock.
You know what it is? That there's certain comedians that are only
Tina
funny.
said
like
Cat's
Wild Man
definitely in her
Steve.
top 10.
Yeah.
I don't know if you make my top 10.
There's certain comedians that are only funny if they have a script behind them.
And Lynette said, wait,
You know what I'm saying?
stand up. Dave, Cat, and Richard. Movie, Eddie, Cedric, and Cat. As far as movies. Okay. Kinshasa said Cat, Bernie Mac, Eddie. And Lynette said Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, and Cat Williams. Okay.
And what's the other one?
Tiff said Richard Pryor.
What's the other guy? Jesus. I think T.K. Kirkland is.
Tina said Kevin's a
crazy
clown,
as
a
fuck.
jester.
He's very
Cat and
underrated.
Dave are for thinkers.
Damn it,
Chris and Dave. Tina. Chris Rock, that's what makes it. Chris a thinker. Chris is more of a thinker to me than Cat. Chris got some deep comedy. He's more of a humorist / comedian. But and then Monica said she forgot about
there was
Bernie.
one I just had it in
All
my
right.
mind, but I just lost it.
All right. So we're gonna I tagged also in this show tonight, I tagged Bob Sumner, one of the creators, founders of Def Jam Comedy. Hopefully he'll chime in. I should just text him, get him to chime in on this whole situation, meaning that we're talking about comedy. And I tagged some other comedians, prominent comedians too. Hopefully they'll chime in. But a lot of the ones I tagged, they actually work for Cat, so they probably not going to say, it's like, they probably like, Norm, we usually rock with you, but we can't really say nothing. But that's what I love about this show, because we could say everything.
The way our contract is set up, we can't.
Yes, facts.
But it's crazy because I wonder if we were to ever get back to the essence of like the kings of comedy, like who would be chosen for something like that.
The Kings of Comedy?
Yeah.
You mean now?
Like now, if they were to put something together, like how that whole production was a big thing, that tour was like, it went on for years. Like who would they choose for something like that? Despite what's going on, despite all the back and forth and the animosities, whatever.
Let's be honest, right? If you did a Kings of Comedy now, right? Because you can't do a Kings of Comedy without having Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is a king
he
of
has to
comedy.
be there. Yeah.
Listen,
Eddie's always gonna be one of my favorites.
he's a king of Chappelle is a
too.
king of comedy, right?
Oh yeah.
Rock. So if you think about who the kings of comedy were, right? It was DL, it was Bernie Mac, it was Cedric the Entertainer, and Steve Harvey,
yeah.
right? No disrespect. I love DL, especially what he stands for now, and but a king of comedy.
Yeah, he was
He was part of the clique.
part of the clique,
Right,
but
he was my least favorite.
Eddie Murphy is still alive.
I didn't hate him, but he was just my least
But
favorite.
Eddie Murphy's still alive. Chappelle is still alive.
The thing is that Eddie
Chris
is just
Rock.
genuinely, like, the minute he opens his mouth, it's like, it's hilarious to me.
Yeah, these are the kings. To me,
That's
these
not
are
going away.
these are the kings of comedy,
Mhm.
in my book. But I'm gonna leave that alone. All right. So moving on. Let's talk about this part right here. So you read that.
Okay. Cat Williams calls out Cedric the Entertainer for stealing one of his jokes. Also accuses Steve Harvey of being a joke thief. Says he looks like Mr. Potato Head. Cedric's comedy specials are so bad they're not on Netflix or
Damn.
or Tubi.
Let's run this clip. Let's
really
run this
hate
clip.
him.
Let's run this clip.
Thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Cat Williams' joke?
Yeah.
He said it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Then you asked it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are things. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Cat Williams' joke? Yeah. He said it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 20...
Listen, it gets deeper. I'm trying to tell y'all, it gets deeper. So now listen. So basically, Cat Williams is saying that Cedric the Entertainer stole his joke.
Yeah.
But also, Mark Curry is saying that Steve Harvey stole his joke.
It
so
happens.
now,
The cat stole his show.
So now I got the jokes. I got both jokes, right? When Cat initially told it first, and then Cedric initially told it. I want y'all to be the judge. If you think Cedric stole Cat Williams' joke, I'm going to play both jokes. Now, let me just put this out here. I got to put this out here, right? So, if somebody is like, that's just like, if I'm going to steal a song you wrote, Kiss, platinum artist, boom, boom, boom. She's been around. She's done things, whatever, the group Allure, whatever like that. And I'm going to be like, Kiss, I wrote All Cried Out, right? I wrote that song. I know y'all sing it, but I wrote that before Full Force. I had All Teared Up.
Not All Teared Up.
Right? So
Jesus.
So I'm like, I had All Teared Up. And I was like, I'm all teared up.
He's so annoying.
Over you, right?
But not for nothing. You just use it as an example, and that actually happened to us. We recorded Hate to Love You, a song called Hate to Love You for our album Chapter 3.
Right.
And 3LW had recorded it prior. We didn't know that. The producers basically resold the song to us to record it, and it was on our album.
Same track?
Same track, same lyrics, same everything. It just the pitch and everything sounds different because obviously we have fuller voices.
Right.
Shout out to 3LW because I love their voices, also. But people in the comments on YouTube, if you go back, they're like, oh, them heifers stole their song. That's 3LW. And we're like, we didn't steal anything. We paid for the damn song to record it.
Right.
So it happens. It happens. I've heard plenty of comedians take a joke and flip it that was somebody else's.
All right. So
you're saying you have both of them right now?
I got both of them.
Okay.
I got both of them, right?
Which way
Oh, come on. I do my research.
I already
Can
know.
we clap it up for my research?
I already know. Why? My baby said, I'm all upset. That's your version of the song? Thief!
All right.
Thief!
So here's the clip, y'all. Here's the clip of both jokes.
It's funny as hell.
Cat's joke and Cedric's joke. Now listen to how somebody can flip a joke. Cat did.
Lord.
This is what Cat did first. Here you go.
When it cut off, it looked like this. You flossing in a 6-shift convertible.
Alright, now once again, here goes Cedric the Entertainer doing his joke from Kings of Comedy.
They gonna move to the moon. Ain't gonna happen. Y'all move to the moon, damn it, we coming to the moon. Oh, we'll be right behind y'all in space shuttles with Cadillac grills. Look at just rolling, one headlight out. Tags be all wrong. All base. Y'all know we'll drive a space shuttle too. That's right up our damn alley. A space shuttle is long. They ain't scared no black folk. We'll drive a space shuttle. We grew up driving long cars. We'll drive a space shuttle like it's a 72 deuce and a quarter. We get us a cigarette. We be in a space shuttle like it's a 72 deuce. We get us
Okay, so both of them was in a car. That's the premise of the joke. Music being too loud, you gotta turn it down. It may be something to that, or it may be just too...
As you can see, Cat Williams was not lying. One is about space, one is about a car. But it's the same exact joke, very detailed, sitting on a stool, basically driving a vehicle. Cat Williams revealed a lot of truth within his jokes, and when you hold a conversation, he's a very intellectual person that speak about what's going on in the industry, and they tried to silence him because he exposed so much into detail. But Cat Williams is the people's champ.
All right, let's talk about this. So, what do you think? After seeing both, you saw both. Y'all saw both. Hold on, let me go to the secret room. You saw both. What's your observation of what you saw? Do you think Cedric stole Cat Williams' jokes, or that's his own joke?
No, because I remember when Cat first came out with it, and then I remember when Cedric, and I laughed at both. But I said, even when I saw Cedric's, I was like, oh, that was Cat Williams' joke. He just flipped it and went from a car to a space shuttle or whatever the case was. But I knew that it was his joke. That's not the first time I've seen it, though. I've seen other comedians take somebody else's joke and flip it and make it more their own to fit their character.
So you're saying Cat Williams was right?
Yes. I think he was right.
Greg, secret room.
Because his joke came out first, so obviously it came from somewhere, right?
I mean, it's not like he stole it, like claim it as his own.
He just flipped it. Yeah.
Right. You know, like Norma was saying earlier, when you take a beat and you...
It's almost like sampling the beat.
Right, exactly.
And it was years after. So maybe in Cedric's mind, he probably figured ain't nobody gonna peep it. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I gotta read some of these comments. I'm gonna read some of your comments. Shout out to my man Dre.
He did, yeah.
Dre, something on the check-in. Hold on.
Tiffany?
Starting from Tina.
So Tina said, I'm gonna say it now. Same joke, different form of transportation.
Facts.
Exactly.
Facts.
And then
shout out to my dude Dre. Hold on. Tiffany. Let's go to Tiff.
Tiff said Cat was not lying, and all of the comedians posting talking about him now are not saying that one thing. He said, he said that was a lie. Cat pulling out the truth.
Monica said yes, he did. All right, so now there is one comedian, Tiff, that commented and actually went live to talk about that situation. That was Cedric.
Oh, he did.
Oh, I got the clip.
Okay. I heard about it, but I wasn't sure if it was.
Here's a clip that Cedric just posted today.
What up, y'all? What's up? It's I'm gonna address this Cat Williams thing one time, man. I saw people on there really commenting about that. Look, I have no idea what this brother is talking about. That joke is over 30 years old, close to 30-something years old. I did the Kings of Comedy in 1999. Probably have been doing that joke 6-7 years before that. I don't even know if Cat was doing comedy then. So, you know, again, he's a talented brother. I have no idea what he's talking about. I've never seen Cat do a space shuttle joke. So, you know, that may be something that he believes is true. I've written a lot of jokes. I've had a lot of comedians steal my jokes as well. So I understand if you feel, you know, slighted by that, but that's my joke. That's my joke, dog. Driving space shuttle to the moon, cigarette, cutie pie rocking in the background, parallel parking the space shuttle. It's my joke. What up, y'all? What's up? It's
Back and forth.
All right.
At the end of the day, none of us can really like confirm it.
Let me ask you this. So Cedric did play. He played the Honeymooners, right? He played in the Honeymooners. Remember that updated version of the Honeymooners?
Yes.
He played Ralph Cramden, right?
Yeah.
What Ralph Cramden used to do when he was lying? Humming. That's what that sounded like to me. I'm gonna keep it 100. Listen, said I love you in certain things.
You can't be a comedian in that circuit and not hear that.
But you was doing a humming. You was doing the Ralph Cramden in that. I don't know, bro, because that joke. That's just like if somebody said, Norm, go do a 10-minute comedy set, right? And I couldn't write. I had a writer's block or whatever. I'm gonna look at some old stuff, some whatever, see what I could take and change up, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna be honest. If I had to do comedy, I'm not a comedian, right? I'm funny sometimes, but I'm not a comedian.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm not a comedian, right? So, it's different. You talking about making beats or writing lyrics. I'm doing my own stuff. People steal from me. People steal groups. People steal lyrics from me. People steal a lot.
And we got proof.
Yes.
Facts.
No, I'm keeping it 100.
Facts.
Listen, this is 2024, man. I'm telling the truth. People steal a lot. I get it. But on that particular situation, I'm going to have to roll with Cat on that particular situation. All right? And then, so you remember this show. Do y'all remember this show called Designing Women?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yeah.
So,
I love that show.
Cedric had a popular joke he used to do, right, in his comedy set. Now, Designing Women came out a long time ago. I'm going to play this joke right now, and then after that is going to be the Designing Women comedy sitcom. So I'm like, damn, Cats is taking jokes from sitcoms. All right.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so let's read this real quick.
Okay, so it says, oop. Fans find more evidence of Cedric the Entertainer allegedly stealing jokes. Allegedly took, I need glasses, y'all. Bamanish's joke from the 1980s show Designing Women.
1980s show Designing Women.
And that was the 80s. I was
right.
a baby.
Now, here's the clip. Here's the clip, my beautiful people. Watching the Storm Warning show with Storm Norman, Hurricane Kiss. Here's the clip. Now, check this out, Kiss.
He gonna walk up and introduce himself. Chad Johnson, man. Everybody around here call me Bumblicious, though. Everybody around here call me Bumblicious. It's fine. You call me that. Don't even worry about it. Everybody call me Bumblicious. Everybody call you Bumblicious. Yeah, everybody in the whole city call me Bumblicious. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. You call me that. Don't even worry about it. Bumblicious. This is what everybody call me. Yeah, everybody call me that, man. Don't worry about it. I'm like, all right. So all week long, my ass talking about Bumblicious. What up, boy? Hey, Bumblicious, you gonna run, come over here and watch the game with us later on? Hey, Bumblicious, run to the store, grab some beer, come on back. My cousin said, what you calling him? Bumblicious? He said, everybody call him Bumblicious. It's all right for me to call him that. Like, no, man, his name's CJ. He's saying you can call me by my initials. That's what he said.
The only way that I can answer that question is by telling the Bominicious story. It's a true story. See, there was this white family lived in Mississippi, and they had this man who worked for them occasionally named Bominicious. Now, he did various small jobs for them on and off for about a week. One night, he had just finished bartending a party, and the lady of the house realized that she didn't have any money. So she said to him, Bominicious, I want to write you a check, but I don't know how to spell Bominicious. And he said, well, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. See, when I came to work for you, I told you my name, and then I said, but you can call me by my initials.
He gonna walk up and introduce
Oh, damn.
See, okay. So that's the problem that I have, right?
What's the problem you have?
The problem that I have is not the fact that comedians are going to take another comedian's joke from years before and use it and flip it, right? Because the proof is in the pudding. You saw that old ass Cat Williams video. That was from Comic View.
Yes.
From like 80 something.
Yep.
I was watching BET. You know, my mom, we were watching all the comedy shows when they came up. Def Comedy Jam, we knew them all. So the fact that Cat put the joke out first,
Right.
and now what? Maybe 10 years down the line, now they got Kings of Comedy, and Cedric comes out. Yes, it was funny. The way he flipped it was funny. My problem that I have is when people. All right, I'm trying to put this in the right way. When people haven't done something for a very long time, and they haven't been out in the public eye for a very long time, sometimes they feel left out. Right? Cat's been through a lot. We've seen Cat go through ups and downs with the drugs, whatever it may be. He went through his fallouts.
Right.
One thing I've never ever experienced was Cat talking ish but not telling the truth. Whenever he says something, it's usually like it's spot on, like he's saying some shit, right?
Right.
My whole thing is just tell the truth, because we have the proof. You could tell the timeline the same way he did the joke or whatever the case was, and Designing Women came out. What, 15, 20 years before that? Like you think people are not gonna find out?
Let me tell you something. My production style.
You make people look crazy. I don't like that.
When I first started in the studios and stuff like that, right? I had a crazy fascination with Teddy Riley style New Jack Swing, and I had a crazy fascination with Mary J. Blige, right? So any singer that worked with me or any artist that worked with me in the studio, I will always use Mary J. Blige as a reference. Like, I need you to put that passion in. And people used to talk about Mary Jane, she ain't the greatest singer or whatever like that. But she's passionate. And the emotion she puts behind her words. So I should try to get every artist to kind of emulate and give that grit of Mary J. Blige, right? And I can admit that. Now, have I submitted some stuff to Teddy Riley? Whatever like that I can say he stole or he took? Absolutely. I perform with certain major artists. I could tell you right now, and I don't have no shame saying it, that I produce tracks for my group because we had records out, and we performed with them, and they took our song and flipped it, right? A major Jersey artist that came from Jersey took our song and flipped it. And people take things that you created or you started, whatever like that. I mean, y'all know Total Stories and all of that. But people do it. So it's not unthinkable for me to think that Cedric didn't take from Cat Williams, because in his mind at the time, he probably thought Cat Williams wouldn't be nothing. It's not unthinkable that Cedric wouldn't take from a comedy sitcom, like you said, because you're thinking like, oh, it's from the 80s. Like nobody gonna remember that, whatever like that. But he did it. But like you said, own up to it.
Right.
You know what I liked about? Let me tell you one thing. What I like about what happened with this 50-year hip hop, right? Because Will Smith admitted that he took his style from Rakim, and Rakim laughed about it, and they had a great joke about it, and they laughed about it, and they embraced each other, whatever like that. He was like, oh man, I came into the studio, I know blah blah blah, and right away he's like, I stole Rakim's style.
But there's a difference. Will Smith, and I love Will, right? Will Smith can say that he stole Rakim's style, or that maybe he looked up to him, whatever the case may be, but they're two totally different artists. You don't hear Rakim.
Call in, Tasha, call in.
You don't hear Rakim when you hear Will Smith. Maybe if he does certain things, and maybe at that moment if he does something that's specific, and you can go, oh, that was my Rakim feel, you have to say it. It's not like you.
I know it.
No, yeah, we know it because we do our research and we know about our artists. But my whole thing is like, I don't look at Will Smith and think Rakim. The same way you listen to Rakim, you don't hear nobody else but Rakim. The same way you can't compare KRS-One to nobody else or Big Daddy Kane to nobody else. My whole thing is, there's a big difference between comedy and music. In music, right? In comedy, you can steal a joke and you can run with it, flip it. That's it. In music, you can't do that shit without paying for a damn sample to pay to clear it or whatever. And if you do, you know something. They're gonna come after you. So
facts. Caller from the 856. State your name, where you calling from. You on the Storm Morning Show. What's good?
It's Tasha Boyd up in the house.
What's good, Ty?
Hey, mama.
What's going on?
What's up, BJ?
No.
Listen, you know me. I can't never shut up. I got to put my old 2 cents in here. But this time, instead of telling me something, I want to ask a question.
Go ahead.
It's so funny because right as I'm looking for the number, you stated that Will Smith gave credit. So what my question is, would it be so bad if the artist just gave credit? So picture Cedric the Entertainer mention Cat Williams. Oh, I see my boy do such and such, so I had to take it there. Picture they trying to take us to space, or he just doesn't have. He doesn't. He says, you know, his whole thing, but he mentioned Cat Williams. It's kind of like when they do the songs, like when Houston, she had Shaka Khan in there. What she do? She shouted out, Shaka Khan. You see what I mean? Like, does that make it better? Can we? I mean, it's almost like I'm giving you praise. You created something, but it's so good. I got to add something to it. If I may, I feel like it wouldn't be bad. It's kind of like,
but see, that's
one of your shows. You just tell the truth.
That's fine.
Exactly.
That's fine.
And that's my point. If you're gonna use something that belongs to somebody else, at least give them the credit for it and say, I thought this was funny, blah, blah, blah. But imagine if it was this way.
You know what?
Now you're putting your own spin on it without looking stupid.
And listen, I don't know if this person will get mad or not, but listen, there's somebody that used to be at BKS1 Radio, right? There was a host here. They had a show here and everything, right? They went, but while they was here, they kind of watched how we did everything, you know, and watched how we designed certain things, whatever. And they took everything we did and they applied it to their situation, their own situation, whatever. But now when that person sees me pop up in their live, they admittedly say, this is the person I got all this from. I got my knowledge from BKS1 Radio. I designed my set from how BKS1 Radio did their things. I watched them. I did this. I took some of my segments. And blah. They admit it. So I can't be mad at that person.
Because there's nothing wrong with being inspired.
I can't be mad at that person. And I always give them a salute, whatever the case may be. My thing is just give credit where credit is due.
That's it.
Right? I recently saw, and I'm going to say this right now on my show, and if the people want to call me, they can call me about it. So everybody knows about a group I used to work with, and I'm going to leave it at that. So just recently, I caught an interview with Comedian Pierre. You know who Comedian Pierre is, right? Yeah. So they was on Comedian Pierre's show. Now, Comedian Pierre said, well, where did you get your start from and blah, 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 and who brought you into this game, blah, 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 blah. So the person being interviewed was like, oh, I think his name was, I think it was Norman something, blah. And I was sitting there like, what the? You know damn well who I am, and blah 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 blah, right? And then like Comedian Pierre must have knew stuff, and so when she said the full name, she said the full government. This person I'm talking about, she said the full government, and Comedian Pierre said, I know him. I think I know him, blah 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 blah. And then she said, oh no, it was Storm Norm the General, blah 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 blah.
Now she know your name.
Blah 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 blah. But my whole thing is, it's like don't do that because. There's in this world we live in right now with the internet and being online, everybody got receipts.
Right.
Somehow, some way, you got some receipts of something you've done in the past that's floating around on the internet. So instead of making yourself look ungrateful or crazy or lying or whatever the case may be,
original, 'cause that's the problem.
just state what it is. Just state the truth. And my whole thing is it's about the truth. And so when I hear
about the truth.
Yes. Right. And Tosh, when I hear Cat Williams' stories and all of that, and I actually got receipts of people that possibly stole from him or whatever, and I'm about to play another clip because he mentioned Mark Curry too, and he gave Mark Curry props. But Mark Curry was saying Steve Harvey stole from him. I got those receipts. I got the clips. And I'm going to play that. Tosh, what's going on with you? What you got coming on going on in 2024?
We got an open mic at the end of the last Friday of January over at Suite 1111. That's the East 2nd in Plainfield. And they're a lot of fun. We got other little things, but right now that's the thing. So that's a shout out to that one. Open mic night last Friday of January. And other than that, just having fun listening to y'all.
No doubt. And listen. Next week you got to come in and sit in on the show with me and Kiss.
Okay. I have to make that happen.
All right, let's make that happen. See, I'm giving you advance notice.
Okay. All right. Happy New Year to y'all too. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Taj.
Y'all looking great. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Take care. Bye. And that's all I'm saying, man. Give people their props, man. Give people
Right.
their credit. Let's read some comments. Hold on. Tiff said, "You think?
Wow."
Victor said, "Hey, big bro. Hey, big sis. What's up, Vic?
Hey, Vic. Love you.
Shout out to Tina. Tina
Said
said,
that would be great if they did stuff like that, or better yet, holler at them beforehand and ask permission.
yeah. That's all.
That's my thing.
Yeah,
Like,
and then Tiff said, "Give honor where honor is due." And Tina said, "Style is different. He wasn't stealing his bars, his lyrics." Yeah, and then Taj just called in. All right, let's read this comment from Carla.
Hey, Carla. She said the best jokes are typically what we can relate to. This makes the absolute best jokes. I have spoke with friends about something that we experienced and we cackled about it, laugh out loud, because the situation was real life and far too funny. Then later on, I'd hear a comedian speak about that very situation and their act. And their acting, it was hilarious all over again because it's true. I love Cat, but I've watched many stand-ups and heard the same very true life story, and I heard from a comedian prior, and it was just as funny.
Yeah, facts.
And that's my main thing. Like, that was what I was saying to you, Greg. Like, when me and you were speaking earlier, and I was saying, like, as long as it's relatable, it's going to always be funny. And I think that's where Chris Rock comes in. Like, Chris Rock is one of those people that speaks about situations and life experiences that are relatable, but he flips it and makes it, like, to us, it might be, like, some shitty stuff, but it's, like, the way he says it, it might be funny because you can relate to it. Right. But I always think that if you're going to take somebody's material, whether it be a song, a joke, a beat, whatever it is, ask. Like she said, ask permission. Because in real life, you can't just do that and get away with it. People going to come after you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
We did all cried out, but we didn't steal it. We didn't. Full Force was like, and Mariah was like, I think I need to do this song over. And we always gave credit to Lisa. She was the originator. If had it not been for her version, we wouldn't have had it. It was just a different version and a different feel. That's it. But we didn't claim it like it was our own song. I mean, it is, but not to that extent. You know what I'm saying?
But
we made it our own, but it wasn't our song.
Y'all did great. Shout out to y'all platinum song.
Shout out to Lisa too.
Right. No doubt. I love Lisa. I love Full Force.
But did we beef? Lisa didn't come after us talking about they thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do things a certain way.
Listen, I love Lisa. I love Full Force. I'm gonna be calling them both this year for some events.
Oh, I already. I'll talk to you later about that.
All right. So, before I go on to this, so did Cedric steal or did he not steal?
He stole.
All right. So now, here's Columbus Short talking about you stupid. Here's Columbus Short talking about Cedric and his experience. Mm-hmm. And so he was saying that Cat Williams wasn't lying. Here's the clip. So, yeah, he was basically saying Columbus Short opens up about a previous encounter with Cedric the Entertainer. Here's the clip.
B-made ninjas. Cat didn't lie. Cedric the Entertainer is a B-made ninja. Hey, man, he's supposed to be from Missouri, man. He did me dirty, man. I'm not even going to lie. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, we picked up Evander Holyfield, took him to this Pump Brothers event. You know, Evander was getting awarded. We were sitting at the first table, and I saw him go over there and whisper to the usher, boom, 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 boom. And then next thing I know, they telling us we have to move to the back of the house. So we move in. Shaq stopped us. He was like, you can sit at our table. You can sit at our table. Nephew, what you mean? Where you going, bruh? And then I waited the whole time to the end of the show. You know, he had his trophy in his hand. And I was like, I wobbed up to him in front of his family like, hey, bro, you from Missouri, bruh? Why you gonna do me like that, bruh? Hey, you a B-made ninja, bruh. I used other words, but you know what I'm saying? All over a San Diego B? Do you know what I'm saying? All over some old stuff. That's how ninjas move, man. They be moving over old stuff, holding it in their chest. Man, Cedric is a B-made ninja. And you heard it here first. Now second.
Okay, Columbus. You know the boys in motion.
Damn, he said a B-made ninja. Wow. Your thoughts on that?
Ouch. Columbus, another one. You've been out there just frying everybody. I don't know. It's in the air. It's in the air with everybody.
Ay.
Goodness gracious.
And then here I got Mark Curry mentioning Steve Harvey about the joke. And I got both jokes. Y'all know me. I got both jokes.
And it's so funny because a lot of these comedians like work side by side on so many shows and things of that nature. You would never think. That is crazy.
All right, here go Mark Curry talking about Steve Harvey. I said Harvey. Oh, Jesus, I'm thinking about your daughter.
Ari.
Ori and Ari and oh Jesus. All right. Here go Mark Curry talking about Steve Harvey.
What's up with you and Steve, man? Ain't nothing with me. Well, Steve stole my material on his show, so I had a beef on that. On what show? When he was on the bullshit talk show he had, and he did all my Halloween material one Halloween. I'm watching. Somebody called me and said, "Man, homeboy doing your material." So he did my whole Halloween run. And I know he didn't think of it. You know, this is true stuff that really happened to me. And so my thing is, you don't have to do that, homeboy. Yeah. So, you know, motherfucker, you made enough money, bitch ass. You know? Wow. So what's up with you and Steve, man? Ain't nothing with me. Well, Steve stole my material on his show, so I had a beef on that. On what show? When he was on the bullshit talk show he had. And he did all my Halloween material one Halloween. I'm watching. Somebody called me and said, "Man, homeboy." I'm gonna send us down to the liquor store, put boxes on us. We didn't know what we were. I don't know what we are. I don't know. She didn't tell her. I think we UPS. I guess. I don't know. That every Halloween I had the same outfit on. Every year. I just had a brown box. I wasn't nothing sad. I asked my father, could I have a new outfit? And he said, no, just wear the same one. It was just a brown box. Mama sent us down to the liquor store, put boxes on us. We didn't know what we were. I don't know what we are. I don't know. She didn't tell her. I think we UPS, I guess. I don't know. That every Halloween I had the same outfit on. Every year. I just had a brown box. I wasn't nothing sad. I asked my father, could I have a new outfit? And he said, no, just wear the same one. It was just a brown box.
Ay, Dios mío. All right.
But did he do that in a joke form, or is he telling the story?
It looked like he was on his talk show telling the story, but
taking pieces from
literally
what he heard.
the same.
Yeah, it's
everything.
Right.
Yeah.
You could have said anything.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's because I think people just feel like because a person hasn't been out in so long that people forget, and there's not gonna be nobody that's gonna be like, "Hey, I caught it." It happens.
Tina said Steve lost me when he tried to do Uncle Bernie dirty over Ocean's 11 movie. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Victor said Hollywood will shake their way to fame. Not surprised at all. Tiff said, wow. And
doesn't matter.
Tina
bro.
said, doesn't matter, bro. So, on that note, what you thinking? What you thinking? Is Cat right in saying the things he said on Shannon Sharp's show? Or was he wrong? Should he just not said the things he said? Be honest.
I think if somebody feels a certain way, you should be allowed to be able to speak on it, point blank, because it's a part of your career, it's a part of what makes you, and if somebody's going to capitalize off of that.
Caller from the 732. State your name where you calling from. You on the Storm Morning Show. BKS1 Radio. What's up?
Hi, Tiff.
What's up, Kiss? I mean, Tiff.
Hi,
What's
Tiff.
up, Tiff?
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. When I saw this whole thing, I watched the whole interview. Let's just deal with a couple of things.
Let's go.
Shall we?
Shall we?
Cat I listened to him talk. He was very intelligent with his conversation. He was very articulate and very descriptive. Anyone who's going to create a lie is not going to have those kind of details.
Facts.
What another thing too, y'all, check this out. That really was mind blowing to me. When he was supposed to get the Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame, and instead paid for Melba Moore to get it because he said she deserved it.
And guess what?
He
I
said
got the
she
clip.
was overlooked and everything, huh?
You right. I got the clip.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know that you was going.
No, but I love it.
No,
But-
it's just the fact that you knew what you
I
speaking
love it.
on it.
You right. Go ahead, Tiff.
I watched that entire interview, and I said, this man talks about whenever he's in a certain community to do his comedy, he gives a tithe back into the community. Who does that?
Facts.
Right.
No,
Everybody's
you're right.
so big into selling out of event arenas and things like that to get space time. And what can I do to sell out? But you over here selling out places and yet not even pouring back into the people who God knows if they spent their last to see you.
Right.
I commend him. I really commend him, and I think he's a stand-up kind of dude. And honestly, needs to get the respect that he deserves. I'm glad he's out in all of these people. And you know why? I'm glad because we have this esteem thing going on. We look up to this one, we look up to that one, and we looking up to people that got us fooled. And yet this man can't even get the FaceTime that they got. And the reason why is because they all riding off of him. So even though we don't see his face, they are his face anyway.
All right, so I'm going to clap it up because I feel what you're saying. So let me ask you this, Tiff, in Secret Room and everybody listening and making comments and everything like that, right? So my thing is this. Because we are a people that are constantly under attack, period. We are constantly under attack. And people are always trying to take from us or take us down or whatever the case may be. Do you think it's okay for us to do it to each other publicly? And the reason why I'm saying this, because Cat's in a position to where if he has a problem with his peers, he can actually talk to them. He can actually pick up the phone. He can actually probably go to their house or whatever the case may be, or set up lunch or whatever the case may be. My thing is, I go back to our parents, right? And when I was coming up, right, and my mother used to tell me, better not talk about no family business out in the street. If you got a problem with somebody in the family, then you sit down with them and you talk to them. But you don't put our business out in the street. Right. And so I'm playing devil's advocate right now. So do y'all think this is cool? Because somebody had posted up, I seen this earlier, like, yo, ever since Cat Williams dropped all these bombs, nobody's even talking about the Epstein list. And I'm like, who's not talking about the Epstein list?
We still talking about that.
Because
First of all,
because
the
Black
majority of the
Americans
people
listen to Black Americans is only 13% of the country. So the Epstein list is some worldwide national news. You feel me? So when one of us posted up that, now that Cat Williams dropped this, nobody's talking about that. No, none of us may be talking about the Epstein list.
But people are talking about it.
But people are talking about it. And my whole thing is that I seen posts. Shout out to my sister Monifa and everything. She posted up like, hooray for Cat and all this stuff like that. But I'm like, is it a good thing? And right now, what I'm saying, I'm playing devil's advocate. Is it a good thing he did this? Or should this have been done on another level? This is what I want to know.
First of all, even with the Epstein thing, ain't none of us on that list, right?
Facts.
We know. You ain't going to see Barack on that list. So anybody on that list is mainly they people that we already knew was underhanded and grimy anyway.
Right.
Okay. In regard to this, should he have exposed this way? I'm going to tell you something. Who's to say he didn't say something privately and they kept doing him dirty? He was very clear when he said that Ricky Smiley practically had a tantrum about a part that he wasn't going to play. And then and was screaming it out. And matter of fact, Gary Owens even said it.
Mm-hmm.
That he was there when all of this happened. He said Cat's not lying.
Mm-hmm.
And so my thing is, how is it that we supposed to cover each other?
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff that we're supposed to be covering each other, yeah, you my brother, I got your back. I'll do this, and I'll rock with you. And you know, if you need a hand up, I got you. But instead of giving me a hand up, you're trying to push me over a cliff so that you could have the spotlight for yourself. You know what? No, you deserve to be outed.
Mm.
Just that simple. And we talk a good game. We talk a good game about what we're going to do for each other. We talk a good game. Norm, and I said this in the comments, Kiss, you have no idea how many times on the way to the station, or even if I'm home, wherever I'm at, how many times I picked up the phone and said, Norm, so-and-so is copying off my stuff with the radio show. They doing this, boom, boom. And I send Norm screenshots and say, you know what, though? I need you to calm me down. Because at the end of the day, when you have people that work hard with their stuff, because God gives us downloads, right? Mm-hmm. And these downloads that God gives us is what allows us to bring forth an output to be a blessing to operate in our gift. And when somebody steals what's supposed to be yours, that you worked hard for, and then they try to put their name on it like they did all the work.
Facts.
Right. Heck yeah. I don't have a problem with airing your laundry, and I dare you to step to me about it.
Tiff,
Can nobody check that right now?
You already know. You already know how I feel about airing certain things.
Mm-hmm. But it's funny because I was gonna say that, and my brother just put it in the comments where he mentioned also about Gary Owens. Like, can we discuss how he's been in the game for so long and hasn't really made it to that pinnacle? You know what I'm saying, to that pinnacle point in his life, and that's 25 years he's been in the game. So it's like he's speaking truth, and not for nothing. Would people have preferred if he would have just came out with a comedy show and then blasted it then and made that a part of his skit? It would have been the same thing.
And made it a part of the skit
exactly.
and not taking it seriously.
Exactly.
Right.
But, and that's the point, that he probably would have said it during a time where it was supposed to be a comedy show and people would have been like, oh, it's supposed to be funny. No, he chose a platform to sit down with Shannon Sharpe because he knew it would be a serious situation and it would be taken seriously, not lightly and not as comedy, but as I'm reflecting right now. Like, I'm, you know what I'm saying? And not really exposing, but I'm purging this shit. Like, I feel a certain way and I'm going to speak about it. You either going to like it or you're not. Or you're not.
Absolutely right, Kiss, because they would not have taken it. They wouldn't have taken it seriously if he turned this into a comedy segment.
Right.
He had to get his voice heard. Like, look, I know I play a lot, but I'm a whole grown man about my business. And if y'all think y'all gonna step to me, let me see what y'all gonna do when I put this truth out. Can't nobody check Cat right now because everything he's putting out is the truth. Because if it was a lie, everybody would be screaming, yo, you lying, that ain't true, and put out a whole different rah-rah scenario.
Right.
Nobody's calling him a liar at all.
They're not.
Nobody.
Because again, he's had that, you know what I'm
talking.
saying? He's had that rapport of just speaking the truth and saying how he feel. Since day one, he's always been like that. There's never been a moment where Cat didn't open up his mouth and say something that he really felt and he needed to speak on it. And that nobody took it seriously. Like, he's always been this way. Whether people want to believe it or not, because he was going through his little trials and tribulations, he was always the one that when he opened up his mouth, it was always at a serious time where he needed to say something specific. And this ain't no different.
Right.
It's no different.
It's no different. So why expect anything else? See, you see what happened, but help me and forgive me if I say this wrong. This what happened when people get to a place where they think they're untouchable. Okay? They get to a place in their career or their lifestyle where they feel like, oh, ain't nobody going to be able to touch me.
Right.
Now, at the end of the day, at the end of the day now, all I can say is that I hope that everybody legit looks at Cedric the Entertainer differently. You want to know why? Because when he came out, he's still lying. Instead of just saying, you know what, y'all? Cat was right. I owe Cat an apology, and I'm going to be a man about my business and reach out to him. He's still lying.
Yo, just say he's still lying.
He's still lying.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for calling in.
Okay, love you guys.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You too.
Love you too. Love you too.
Bye.
And look, what Tiff was just talking about, y'all. As far as Cat Williams, he paid $75,000 for Icon's Hollywood Walk of Fame star. So I didn't know you had to pay for that, but I realized.
Yep.
I realize there's things that come with that, you know, the whole maintenance and doing that, whatever like that. So if you get nominated for that, everybody can't just
give it to you.
Yeah, he ain't just giving it to you. If you get nominated for that, whatever, there's some fees that come with that. And Kat took care of that. And here's a clip with Kat and Shannon Sharp talking about him paying for that $75,000 for Melba Moore. Shout out to Melba Moore. She is a friend to
Yes,
BKS.
she is. Hey, Auntie.
Yeah, we love you dearly here, Melba. And I tagged her in the show too, so she probably who knows, she probably watching. Here's the clip with Kat talking about that situation.
The sole sponsor of Melba Moore getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You did all that on your own. Why? What do you have a personal relationship with Melba?
No. I understood that she was a black woman in a time where it mattered what you look like, and they had a certain thing that they needed you to look like and act like in order to be successful.
Right.
And she just never did that. She wasn't tall enough. They didn't like her looks. They didn't like that her hair was natural. They talked crazy about her, and yet she still made all of these achievements. And I'm like, understand, I'm already in the Comedy Hall of Fame. I'm already going to heaven no matter what happens. If it ends in a second, I'm up there. So it gives me the leeway to do some things that are simply because it's the right thing to do. So the truth of the matter is they wanted to give me a star, but please don't consider me and this person been sitting on this list this whole time. And just because they ain't got enough money, they can't get they just due? That's crazy. When do you start? That's hurtful. What if somebody can't afford their flowers? You mean they don't get them? No, God don't operate like that. He would send a dummy like me to come and take care of that. Just so that the right thing happens. That's how the universe works.
The sole sponsor of Melba Moore getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Wow. Shout out to Cat Williams, man. I'm gonna have to give it up to him.
He's still not in your top 10.
What'd you say?
I said, he's still not in your top 10.
Nah.
10 is a lot of room and opportunity to put somebody in your little.
Hold on.
What you think is dope.
I'm sorry. I'm done. 10. You said 10? No,
Yeah.
he's not in my top 10.
Damn, not even in 10. That's crazy.
Sorry.
Sorry.
He's not in my top 10. But
boy.
He's a great guy. I went to see him, like I said, at Atlantic City, at Boardwalk Hall, because my partner, Zoo Man, was opening up, and Mark Curry did his thing and all of that. But no, he's not in my top 10 though. But he's a good comedian. Well, I'm wrong for.
No, I mean, this
Yo,
is your
why-
opinion.
why you laughing, yo?
Your opinion is your
'Cause
opinion.
of how I said it?
respect it. No, I'm just listen.
He's not my top 10.
And I respect it. I said
Not your cup of tea.
not his cup of tea. I get it.
No, I didn't say that either. Y'all putting words in my mouth. I'm trying to fix this thing.
Not your cup of tea as far as comedians come. But nobody's putting words in your mouth. We're just saying okay. I said okay. Just saying 10. You go from the ones we chose already. You ain't got
What about
room.
15?
Not even by the time you get to 9, he ain't even there.
15, yes.
Shit.
Not my top 10.
You
Not
couldn't
my
even
top
name
5.
15 comedians
Yeah,
off the
I could.
bat.
Yeah, I could.
Okay.
I could.
Okay.
But
But you didn't. None of us did.
Shout out to let's read Carla's comments.
Carla said, no, Cedric earned his right. Cat is one of my favorites, but he's projecting his frustration and it missed Kevin Hart. Cat, let me move a little closer. Oh, then you gonna move it. Jesus. Happy Kwanzaa, everyone, from Carla.
Hold on. Go ahead.
She said, Cat is actually salty towards Kevin Hart because he stole his light. Kevin Hart about an inch taller and doing his thing. Cat been mad at him. You know what?
See, I'm gonna have to rock with that. My thing is this, man. We gotta stop going public with every beef we got with everybody, because y'all, some of y'all see this interview like, yeah, whatever, and I see it like, nah, keep doing you.
But you think that was you? Okay, so my question is, he obviously had things he wanted to get off his chest, right? But you think it would have been better had he approached these people directly and said, let's have a conversation? You think? Because what if nobody wanted to have a conversation with him?
Kevin Hart, because what Kevin Hart said about him, he had his chance.
Right.
He messed that up, you know what?
But there's a lot of people that think that Kevin Hart lost his touch too. So who's to say?
Kevin Hart got a movie about to drop down.
Yeah, we know that. But
and that's
that don't mean everybody
huge.
gonna like it because it's Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart is funny, but there's been times where I was like, he could have done a little better than that.
Right, but
you know what I'm saying?
people
So
say that
everybody
about
has their
Cat.
moments.
People say that about Cat.
I'm one of the first ones. But I genuinely think that he's a funny guy. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like he's made me laugh plenty of times.
I mean, listen. Everybody is going to be. A lot of people going to be hit.
Some
and
people gonna
miss.
lose their touch. Right? Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
everybody's
like shopping off Temu.
Yeah. Everybody's going to be hit and miss, man. But I just don't know right now. See,
it ain't for all the beef though.
I look at it.
Uh-oh.
Caller from the 678. State your name where you're calling from. You on the Storm Morning Show.
My name is Corey Zuman Miller, and calling from Atlanta.
Hey, Corey.
Yo, shout out to my man Zuman, Corey Zuman Miller.
I said, oh, Lord Jesus.
Comedian extraordinaire.
Oh, my God.
He's actually on the Cat Williams tour. All of that. Done movies with Cat Williams. What's up, family? And it's my bro. What's good?
What a week.
What a week.
What a week.
Absolutely. What's going on, my dude?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man. What's up?
Happy New Year, family.
Hey, man, this is one of the wildest things I've ever seen happen in comedy, only because of the directions that it's sending people into.
Right.
Right.
I was just on a Clubhouse, and I was trying to corral them back to where we're supposed to be at, and that's making funny material, movies, TV, and all those things. If people got beef with each other, let them work that out. It ain't no audience. There ain't nobody to have. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but we have a thirst for that. So I ain't into this cherry picking whose story is a story that's getting on our nerves or which story. Nah. It don't matter the story. We do the same dance every time.
Right.
Pick a side and argue.
Right.
It don't matter the story. I could say right now, put sugar on my grits and watch all hell break.
Right. Facts.
Exactly.
So I'm at the point where no matter what people's hot ass opinion is, I'm sorry, I mean,
no, it's cool.
I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I think thou dost protest too much because thou dost protest upon everything that doth drop upon the ground.
Right.
When have you not protested? Everybody. We are now in the Hunger Games. Everybody got their faction. The Ratchets is over there.
Yep.
The Ballers is over there. The Smart Kids is over there. Like, yo, when did we become so high schoolish?
Right.
Facts.
Yeah, it's very juvenile.
This is ridiculous. Somebody hit me up. They was like, yo, I went to go work out some jokes tonight. As soon as I get there to do some. Oh, yeah. Now we going to find out what's really going on. I said, I play dumb because if you ain't said something, I don't play that leave it hanging in the air business. You got to say what you talking about. I said, what's going on? He said, man, you got to tell him what's up with Cat. I was like, I thought he told you already. Like, you want me to recurate from the horse's mouth?
So here's my thing, and you know, I respect you. You my brother, so I respect you 300% in what you say. So when you heard the whole Cat Williams thing, and I'm not sure if you watched the whole thing with Shannon Sharp.
Mm-hmm. I did.
All right. So my thing is, all right, and I know you can't really say because I mean you on tour with Cat. Do you think some things should have been left unsaid?
If that's the move, then we all have to play that. That means you can't accidentally say his name and crack in the same sentence unless you got proof for the man on crack.
Right.
Because Because what you're doing, you're playing with business.
Right.
What if there are deals on the table and you just put into the water, into the feed, that there's crack hanging out around?
Right.
You're playing with money. So it ain't just and I've watched a lot of things be said. I've watched a lot of fly stuff, been laughed at, poked at. You got beat up by a kid.
Right.
You still there?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because by the time you end up on the ground with the kid, which is the better choice? To beat the kid up or let the kid get you?
Oh, dope. Facts.
We don't think about that, though, because that ain't not what they told you to do with the key to the internet. The internet said, he got beat up by a kid. No, he made an adult decision that no matter what I do, this looks bad.
Right.
If I sling this kid off me and stomp his face, now I'm the guy who beats up kids. You want to be the guy who beats up kids? That's what I saw when I'm watching it. And they leave a lot of the story out. Why was he over there anyway? He was playing soccer with some kids that didn't have no adults out there. And here come Cat Williams to play with them, run up and down the court.
Right.
They don't ever tell that part of the story. So having watched so much of this for 6 tours, watch people take shots, watch interviews get chopped up into pieces,
Right.
watch them get clickbaited, watch them get twisted into something that it wasn't.
Right.
I don't know. When should a brother get to talk? I had to go on, if you want to ever go watch More Than Culture podcast that I'm on,
Right.
I had to go on a podcast to correct BS. And it was on, I ain't have no thirst to get on podcasts, but after I started hearing people think I left L.A. because I was on coke. You can't say people are on drugs who don't do it.
They said you?
Me, bro.
Yeah, all right. You know I know better.
Me.
Yeah, I
Bruh.
know better.
I can't pick cocaine out in a lineup. But you know how this industry works, Norm? Do you know from the time I got back all the way up until the time I went and did that podcast a couple years ago, that was the word in Atlanta, Georgia. That's why I came back. I got strung out on coke and I was out there screwing porn stars. Get the story right. I was not doing coke.
You was screwing porn stars? And you didn't hit me up? Nah, I'm just messing. Just jokes.
Get the story right. I wasn't sniffing coke. He was fucking
I couldn't reach the phone, Norman. I was trying to.
Well played, Corey.
My point,
played.
My point is that I've personally watched people destroy my name for decades. Who knew that every place I walked, people thought I was a cokehead? And you know what bothered me the most about it? Me being known for my creativity. Y'all ain't even take time to be a little more creative with the lie.
Right.
I'm offended that you ain't even tried. You took some old cookie cutter stuff they throw on everybody. He's on cocaine and he screws hookers. Really?
Screws hookers.
Okay. All right, guys. I had to go on a podcast and run through the fact that I was in L.A. for 3 years. And I couldn't take it any longer not being in Atlanta, where my daughter was, not being a dad, because I never met my father a day in my life because he was an entertainer. Now, that's a reason to go home.
Right.
But we like the Coke story better.
Yeah, the Coke story is more interesting.
Right. So as I go 6 tours with Cat, I see a lot of things being said. I saw somebody today talking about, and he be missing shows. I had a person tell me that one day. He said, "You out on tour with Cat?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, all right, man, just, I hope you make it to all the shows. I told you I play dumb. I was like, what? He don't be making the shows. I mean, I heard he be missing shows. I was like, which one? Because I just got off tour with him. He only missed one, and that was because they rerouted the highway and added 5 hours to the trip.
Right.
Construction. That whole year. I've been 6 tours. Only seen him miss one show because of that. And there was nowhere around that. But what the fuck is it? What? Where do people get the info from? How did they took it?
But you know what? And this the sad thing, bro, about social media, the internet, and all that. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this one time. One of our biggest weapons right now against each other is misinformation.
Oh my God, it's the end of the world.
Yeah, misinformation is the biggest weapon used against all of us right now. And we see this going on with politics. We see this going on in people's personal lives and all of that. And as much as I'm not if anybody knows me, they know I'm not a Puffy fan or whatever, there's a lot of misinformation going on about him. and this is put out there.
What do you mean?
But there's a lot of misinformation. Certain things are true, certain things is not true.
Okay.
Because people just put it up on blogs and we take it as it's law, and it's not law.
But you know,
it's like do
you
your
know why?
research. I'm not a Puffy fan, but there's some misinformation and I'm like, that's not even true.
But no,
that's not even true.
Doing research,
certain things
can't
are,
save
some
you.
things not. Huh?
But doing research won't save you. You can't get saved by research. Because there's people out there just to give you misinformation. That's the whole point. You think you're researching facts.
Right.
Unless you're going to do collegiate level research. Like, I love the word research, but come on, you're going to have to do collegiate level research just to actually find
facts.
Truth.
Right.
Truth. And then we got to wait because somebody lied. And, oh, really? I thought, oh, man. You know, and we're finding this out in waves. What's happening is our ability to trust is being ripped from the scenes. Truth and Context died 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
No funeral.
Right.
But there's also this big hype about people thinking that they can tell your
Right.
story better than you can. So right away, everything is always labeled facts when it's coming from somebody else's mouth. But when the horse is speaking about it, nobody believes the horse.
Nobody believes
Nobody
the horse.
ever believes the horse.
But
And that shit kills
But you
me.
know what the problem is, and it's funny, Zoo, and it's funny. Just before you came on earlier in the show, I was saying how I went on Vibe magazine and I read something about with my name in it that wasn't true. And I said, "Oh, I got to clear that up somehow." And I saw a comedian Pierre, of course.
Right.
He did an interview with somebody we both know, and they mentioned my name, and I'm like, "You didn't tell them all the facts, and that's not true." And it's like, so I've experienced it myself to the point to where it's, oh no, we got to make this known, you know. And it's like I'm reading a Vibe interview and I could say this, I don't care if somebody clip it up, where Keisha, that's married to Omar Epps, said that she came up with the name Total Opposites for the group. I'm like, no, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? That's false. Whoever told you that is lying. I came up with the name for the group, Total Opposites. The reason why I named them that because it was 4 girls in the group. So in case y'all didn't know, it was actually 4 girls in total. All right. And the 4th girl was Eddie Hazel, Eddie Hazel's daughter from Parliament Funkadelics.
Ooh, don't you say Eddie Hazel
Yes.
to me, boy.
Yes, Eddie Hazel from Parliament Funkadelics was the 4th girl in total. Her name was Rebecca Brazil. And the reason why I named them Total Opposites because Rebecca was light-skinned, she was tall, and she can sing. She can sing on beyond Mariah Carey level, beyond that level. And she was that dope and everything. So I called them Total Opposites because the girls was total opposites from each other. And then when Diddy got a hold of it, he just took the name Opposites off and called them Total. Right. So that's the real story. Wow. So if y'all hear anything else out there in the mist or whatever like that, it's a lie. It's a lie. So when I saw that in Vibe magazine, I wanted to hit him up. It's like, it's a lie. It's not the truth. I saw things in hip-hop. Go ahead.
Just how bad it is. A friend of mine hit me up to come on a Clubhouse just before I talk to y'all. Of course, it's a hot couple of days. Everybody want to ask us stuff. So, hang on. Exaggeration. Right as I come in, I hear a woman saying, like Mike Epps. Mike Epps wasn't doing no stand-up. They saw him, they thought he looked good, and they was like, let's put him on tour. And I'm sitting here in my head going, wow, that's a whole untrue. But she delivered it to no rebuttal. Nobody stopped it. It was the first thing I had to say. I was like, Mike Epps was doing stand-up well before he got that role. So, like, just the fact that you're talking about misinformation, they used to have something called COINTELPRO, but now that the information and dissemination is in our hands, it's BROINTELPRO.
Right.
And we don't handle it too well.
Facts.
We terrible. You know why? Listen, white folks, they do profiling. Profiling is based off of whatever statistics, facts, numbers, and stuff they've gathered. Based off of those things, every other third salad that's red should probably have a dope boy and a gun in it. That's what they base on.
Right.
Black people, we do probably. PROLLY. Probably ain't got no data. Probably comes from right out the crack of your behind. It ain't got to have no foundation. It just got to have a feeling. He probably broke.
Right.
Look at him. Then all you need is two other people to come join in. Girl, he probably is. Look at him. Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing we do so severely because we treat probably like facts when all you was doing was wild guessing.
Right. Facts.
And you're probably wrong.
Facts. So
even with saying facts, you know, when you're low on iron, you might crave a burger.
Right.
For the iron.
Yep.
When you're low on having truth, you might find yourself saying facts a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. And listen. Shout out to everybody on checking. And Zoo, what do you got coming up, man? You want people to know about and just tell everybody, what's going on with you, fam?
Well, I'm on the Cat Williams Dark Matter tour.
Okay.
Come on out and see the show. It's a whole second leg about to kick up in another week from here to May. And that's for the most part what I'm doing. I'm also working on a comedy album for Chuck B.
Ooh.
I've been working on this for a minute. It's going to be vinyl. You're going to like this. It's going to be on wax.
The comedy album is going to be on wax? Wow.
That was Chuck's idea.
That's dope.
Wow. Shout out to Chuck,
He
man.
said, I want to do something old school. I want to go back. I was like, yeah, stay left. Let's get it.
Yo.
So I'm working that material slowly. This ain't going to be no stuff you would have saw on any of the shows and platforms now. If he wants to go there, I got to meet him there and get that material that gives that feel.
No doubt. Yo, set up an interview with you and Chuck. I definitely want to talk to both of y'all about that. That's dope.
I will.
That's awesome.
I will. My guy.
Yes. Listen, man, I love you, bro. And I'm glad you chimed in, man, so you can shed some light on the situation. Because, listen, right now, that's all you see on Black Twitter and our social media is the whole situation about Cat Williams. And Cat Williams, he also talked about things in reference to, like, Taraji P. Henson, the whole nine and everything. And he was actually dropping some knowledge on that whole situation. And I don't have that clip, but definitely next week on the Storm Warner show, I'm going to talk about it. My dude, my family, Zoo Man, I love you, bro.
Yes.
Thanks for calling in.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you, bro.
Anytime, fam. Anytime. I'm going to call in when Cat's a discussion. I got to make sure.
Yes.
Put some good stuff on the table so we can have a nice little even discussion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Corey.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you.
Appreciate you, fam. God
Anytime, y'all doing an awesome job.
Thank you.
Thanks, my dude. God bless.
Yes, sir. One.
Listen, this is how we do it here on the Storm Warner show. You never know who's going to call in.
He a trip.
Yeah, I love Zoo.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know who Zoo Man Miller is, Corey Zoo Man Miller, Google him. He's done his thing in the comedy world.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he was in a movie with Cat Williams and everything, and he's done a lot of things.
Yes.
And we started together in my rap group, Fresh Finesse, years ago.
Remember our first interview was
Yes.
hilarious.
Yes. If you ever see that Google the Fresh Finesse picture and it comes up with me having the haircut and the Gumbies
With
and
the
all of that.
Gumby and all that.
That's my brother that's in there behind the scenes with me, Corey Zuman Miller. He
You
went on
need to post that performance because that is classic.
Yeah, he went on to have a great career as a comedian, but he's also an artist as well, and he's also a dancer. So shout out to my man Corey Zuman Miller. Man.
Yes,
no doubt. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Listen, I want to thank y'all for joining in. We got to read these comments. Hold on. Yes. Let's read Tasha Vaughn's comment. Let's read Tasha's comment.
Tasha said, those were good points. I think people do have to set the record straight. But like you, Norm, I think we have enough hateration. We should do it in a loving way. Cash should have called him out, but said, can I get some love for my joke? Glad you liked it and put a spin on it. But shout me out, bruh. He should have said that and smiled.
Nah, I get you.
I think he's, well.
No, go ahead.
No, I get her point, but I think, honestly, like, from an artist's perspective, you get fed up. You get fed up with a lot of things.
Trust
this
me.
industry,
Yes.
This industry will chew you up and spit you out and not care about your feelings, your family, if they ate, whatever the case may be. I'm speaking from personal experiences that you really get fed up. You get fed up of not getting the credit where credit is due. You get fed up with people trying to tell your story better than you. You get fed up with people taking your, your personality, your images, your vibe and running with it. And it's a lot goes on in this industry. So sometimes people don't have room to just be on some chill shit like, oh, I'm going to just, reach out to so-and-so and try to have an adult conversation. Maybe he felt like that couldn't have been possible. That's how I feel. Even though Cat seems to have that I don't give a F personality, he don't care, he gonna say how he feels. I think because of how his life has been going, maybe bridges have been burned and he feels like he really can't have a sit down. So he felt like, you know what, I have this platform, this is where I can speak freely and genuinely and speak my truth. And there's how I'm gonna do it my way. Sometimes you gotta let people do it their way instead of doing it by the book, because by the book sometimes doesn't work. They still gonna stomp over you. They're still gonna steal your material. They're still gonna disrespect you. So as much as I agree with your comment, I also feel this way about it. Kiss, you're right about that. You get tired of being beat down. So I feel it's again. I respect your response and your comment wholeheartedly, because I get where you're coming from, because sometimes we do have to kind of like take a knee, so to speak, and say like, okay, maybe if we do it this way and do it respectfully, people will respect it more. You get what I'm saying? Like, what if he would have said like, oh, let me get like a little round table with the people that I have an issue with and speak to them freely about it, but in a more personalized way. But maybe he felt like that wasn't possible. Maybe he felt like that was the way. Like, I'm gonna say how I feel and get it out the way.
Yeah. I mean, because trust me, there's a lot of things I want to clear up.
I'm sure.
There's a lot of things.
And sometimes being nice isn't always the way. Sometimes you gotta just be on some like, yo, take it.
I kid you not. I told you the next thing in my life happened. Definitely a book is coming out about my experiences.
Memoir.
Memoir and my experiences in the industry. And the people I met and people I dealt with, and some people that were cool, some people that were not so cool, some people that were evil, and some people that were not so evil.
Yeah.
And so my book is definitely coming out. So a lot of people is going to be like, trust me, and it's coming soon. I'm working on that. And my whole thing is like, listen, are you going to get mad at me just because I told the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Or will it make you say, you know what?
I gotta pay more attention.
I gotta pay more attention to things, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Will it make you apologize or whatever like that? Because trust me, it's like I don't talk about it a lot, but yeah, I've seen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot. I've done a lot, and when you just put your heart out on the table,
yeah.
Some people rock with it, some people don't.
Yeah.
But it's coming, and don't get mad. That's all I'm gonna say, because I just, sometimes you just feel like you got to tell your truth.
But again, I think it's also because
putting people on notice.
Oh yeah, I think some of us just always feel like we have to be nice and we have to be a certain way for people to like take us seriously. And sometimes, I think nowadays people love this. Like, people love the drama. People love to see people down. What's so crazy is that it's happening. I hate to use FUBU as an example, but it's happening to us by us. You feel me? Like, we laugh at ourselves. We laugh at our own people, and it's almost like we take. There's like this excitement about seeing each other down or seeing people just like losing it completely, and it's like, when did we get here? You know what I mean? Like, we used to be like so, like, yo, one for all for one type shit. Like, now it's like nobody cares. Right. So now I think that's why he's at that point, and I don't blame him. I don't. I really don't. Listen, he paid his dues. He deserves to say what he wants to say and say it how he wants to say it.
Absolutely.
That's
Much respect to Cat.
Yeah.
And listen, I mean,
even though he's in Norm's top 15.
But that's a good spot.
I'm messing with you.
I'm just saying he's not my.
I respect it. I respect it. I get it.
Do you know how many comedians came before Cat?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That I love. You got Robin Harris, right?
Rest in peace.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So many.
You put me on blast. Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. The Blast King himself.
Right? So you got Red Fox, which I love. You got Richard Pryor.
Mm-hmm.
You got even Bill Cosby was funny.
Bill Cosby was funny. But you know what's funny? You know why I'm pulling your chain? Because everybody calm down.
What?
I wouldn't put Martin Lawrence in my top 10.
He's in my top 10.
I think Martin Lawrence is funny as hell, right?
I put him.
He might be 11. He might be 11. Martin's funny, but I don't know. I think because I have like a dark humor in a way. Like I think a lot of stuff that people don't necessarily think is funny to me. I don't know. It was born there. Don't ask me. But although I've seen Martin Lawrence's stand-ups and I thought they were funny, they made me laugh, but not like how Cat Williams made me laugh. But I think that the show Martin was something that was so genius, and we need stuff like that back. But there's a difference in the perspective of what I don't want people to get confused. I'm not saying he's whack. I'm not saying he's not funny.
Run Tell That was funny.
Run Tell That was hilarious. But if I had to choose between Cat's stand-up and Martin, there were certain key moments that were like, like.
Cat is funny. He's hilarious. I enjoyed it when Zoo invited us to see the Cat Williams show in Atlantic City. I enjoyed Cat. Right, he's funny, but again, when you saying if you're saying top 15 or top 20, right, I'm just saying he's not in my top 10.
No, I get it. I respect it.
Because with me, you got to understand. I go back to. Again, Red Fox.
Well, that was our era.
Richard Pryor.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. I'm sorry. Martin Lawrence, Chris Rock. Again, Tony Rock is underrated. He's a beast. Chappelle. Some more. Oh God, what's the other dude's name that I like? Oh, Bernie Mac.
Yeah, Bernie was always crazy.
Yeah, like Bernie Mac.
Like I said, I saw T.K. Kirkland in person, and he was hysterical.
Yeah, I mean,
what about anybody from like Living Color?
Even
like
talent.
Tommy Davidson.
Tommy Davidson was always funny to me.
David Allen Greer.
But comedian-wise,
Bill Bellamy was funny stand-up-wise.
Stand-up on stage, like I seen Jamie Foxx.
Marlon Wayans.
And I seen Marlon Wayans.
Oh, Jamie Foxx was hilarious. Yeah,
right?
I love all his stand-ups.
Marlon. Jamie Foxx, whatever like that.
And even with that, people didn't think that Marlon Wayans' last thing was funny.
Yeah, and then you could roll into Cat Wing. Oh, I'm sorry.
John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon, but then
bang, bang, bang.
Like Kevin Hart, it's debatable who's funnier between Kevin Hart and Cat Williams. It's debatable.
Yeah.
And again, all of that is opinion.
Right.
All of that is preference. So we all have different tastes when it comes to that. I'm just saying, I'm not saying he's not in my top 15, just not my top 10.
Gotcha.
That's all, because there's so many. It's just so many before him.
But I think it's a different conversation when you're talking about comedians versus hip hop artists, or you know what I mean? Like it's different. It's different to me.
Yeah.
You can start spitting out 1,000 names at once. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, shout out to everybody on the check-in. Shout out to my man Darius on the check-in. Darius, you need to hit me up, man. I know you
Darius.
Got a show that's supposed to be starting soon on BCast on radio, along with Miss Vaughn herself.
Yes.
The wonderful, the amazing Miss Vaughn herself. So listen, we'll be back.
Oh, so sorry. Yes, thank you so much, because he was always one of my favorites. And remember earlier I kept saying, what's his name? Paul Mooney.
Oh, Paul Mooney.
And a lot of people didn't think Paul Mooney was funny because he had a dark, like I said, the dark humor. Me too. Hysterical. Thank you so much for that.
I was at a private house party, and he was in the backyard doing stand-up and everything. We met him personally.
So funny.
Cool, down to earth. And that's the day I met Antonio Fargas, Huggy Bear.
Yeah.
And we was chilling with him. We all had on the 70s outfits, whatever. And we had a good time there.
Paul Mooney was something special.
And Paul Mooney is funny. He was at a private event for a pastor, and he did not hold back his jokes. I said, Paul, he got to hold back his jokes for the pastor.
He's never going to do it.
He didn't hold back nothing. He let it rip.
Did not care.
I was like, yo, did he just say this? We around all these church folks or whatever.
Oh,
but,
man.
Again, rest in peace, Paul Mooney.
Yeah, rest in peace.
And I know his nieces, too. I'm cool with his nieces. And then they still hit me up to this day.
Yeah, he was gold. I always loved Paul.
Yeah. So shout out to Paul Mooney. But there's so many others before Cat. And it's not a disrespect to Cat.
Absolutely not.
There's a lot of others.
But they were people that paved the way. The same way that people that paved the way for, musical artists and producers and all types of walks of life. We get it.
So again, shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. Yes. And shout out to I know Tina Thomas Perez. She do something similar to what we do and everything like that, and talk about topics and things that's going on in the world. Make sure y'all check her out and follow Tina Thomas Perez as well, because we all got to support each other. And listen, Again, we'll be back next week on the Storm Warner Show. If somebody don't know about it, tell a friend, tell whoever, whatever, on multiple platforms.
We'll touch more on the topic then, because we dove deep into this.
Yeah. We went in deep with this, but we'll be back next week if there's something particular you want us to talk about. And I didn't even get into the relationship thing.
I know.
And I had that whole clip. Yeah, I'll save it for next week and everything. So we'll definitely see y'all next week. Storm on the Show, BKS1 Radio.
Absolutely.
You already know what it is. We love y'all, man.
We love you guys.
Y'all.
Thank you
Hope
for tuning in.
enjoyed the
Instagram,
show.
I love you guys. Thank you.
Yes.
YouTube, Facebook, all platforms. We love y'all. Thank you, Secret Room Greg.
Yes. Peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, 2024.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Ian Van Zan, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio. BKS1. God bless y'all.